Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our session 2, Supercharge Group Projects and Presentations with Copilot and Azure AI. My name is Cindy, an instructor from the University Libraries. Today, we are happy to have 5 student speakers share their AI-empowered use cases. Also, I would like to thank the Microsoft AI Student Ambassadors Program for offering AI literacy training to our student speakers, which they can share their use case with us today. Before we start, I would like to mention for Hong Kong U staff and students how we can access Copilot and use GPT-5 for free. So with our Hong Kong U campus license, you can easily access Copilot when you log in to the Microsoft Suite with your Hong Kong U portal account. For example, if you log into Outlook to the left, then you can see the sidebar. So click Copilot to access it, then enable Try GPT-5. Or if you log in with the Teams app on your desktop, you can access Copilot by clicking on the button on the sidebar. And here you go. The good things to use Copilot Chat is that we have free access with Hong Kong U subscription. We can easily access via desktop app or web app. And then we can use GPT-5. It supports images and files and cloud files upload from OneDrive. We can also keep our chat history in the conversations in the menu bar, like this. See the conversations and then the chat box that you can message Copilot, or below, if you have no idea, you can always start with the prompt templates. And here's the rundown of today's session. So presenters will demonstrate their usage in turn. Let me pass the mic to our speakers and I will let them to introduce themselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Deniz and I'm year 1 student at HKU in CDS, like in the School of Computing and Data Science. And today I will talk you about image generation techniques for group project with Microsoft Copilot. And so let's start. Today we will have like 6 sections: introduction, why to use Copilot, benefits, use cases, and like a quick demo for you and summary. First of all, like why to use Copilot? Like Copilot is a really fast and accessible AI for everyone. And when you try to build an app or build a poster like for your group project, you don't need to have a design skills or maybe like any understanding about programming or other stuff. You just need to write a really nice prompt for your group project. And also Copilot is consistent with visual identity, and it's also built into Microsoft ecosystem, like in Word, PowerPoint, and Edge. That's why you can use like any of the projects easily. And if you talk about its benefits, like it's really ideal for students, researchers, and professionals who want reliable AI support for study, presentation, and content creation. And it also saves time and boosts productivity. Also, like enhance the quality of presentations. Like if you are preparing a presentation for your group project in any courses, or maybe you need to make a poster for an exhibition, like it really helps you a lot to organize the design of the poster, or maybe your group project. Like if you are building a website, you can just generate some images from the Microsoft Copilot to include that in your website as well. And it's really great for branding and storytelling as well. And it helps non-designers produce professional visuals. So if you talk about its use cases in university presentations, first of all, you can generate diagrams, cover slides, icons, and abstract backgrounds with Copilot. As I said before, you can use that in group project assignments as well. You can create consistent branding for your whole project, for example, logo, color theme, or illustrations. And also like for research, as there are a lot of students who want to do research, and in research you will need a you need to visualize the complex ideas and create metaphors for abstract concepts or produce clean diagrams. That's why I'm sure that like Microsoft Copilot can help you a lot in that. And for marketing or social media posts, I know that like there are a lot of students who are like who joins to the student ambassador programs or maybe like as a student representative of a faculty, like they need to make a social content for their uh, faculty or maybe like as a student ambassador program for their program. You can generate posters and Instagram graphics and promotional visuals with Copilot as well. So now let's move on to the quick demo, like how to use it. So let's go to the our Copilot app. Can you see the Copilot?
Yes.
Okay. So now, for example, let's say that we are working on a group project like fraud detection with AI. We have a project like that, and we need to generate a visual for our poster. For example, I'm working on a group project, and I need a poster to visualize fraud detection. Please generate me about that. Attractive colors. So like after we write our prompt, like it will take about a minute to generate an image. So I know that like it's kind of a final week, like last week of the like our studies. So I know that like a lot of us, like most of us working on group projects. So that's why like Copilot can be the like fastest thing that you can use for generating images for your posters. As you see, like fraud detection with AI. So now let's wait for the like other part of the image to come out. Okay, like most part of the like post image is already generated. As you see here, like it really generates an image based on the topic that we have. Like we can maybe put that in the corner or in the like main part of as a heading of our poster as well. And it gives a clear like description about this as well, about that image as well. And I want to show my one of my previous like image generation experience. For example, in this image, we can see that it generated an uh, X-ray triage system, like which detects and diagnoses pneumonia. And here, like generally, like AI cannot, doesn't follow the rules of ethics sometimes, but now, like with Copilot, it can really show that it doesn't replace the doctors, for example, this app. It shows that with the help of the doctor uh, and with the use of AI, it really helps detecting and diagnosing pneumonia. Like it doesn't say, this image doesn't say that, okay, AI replaced the doctor. Copilot generated an image with a clear, like, ethical rules that AI doesn't replace any doctors. It included doctor here as well for just showing that importance of doctor, like when AI detects an pneumonia in a X-ray. So, as a like to my opinion, it's really a nice app for generating images for posters since I had a real nice experiences with this app, and I recommend you it a lot. So thank you for just joining to the session, and we appreciate your time and attention. I hope that you liked my presentation.
Okay, maybe we can save the question to the end. May I invite the second presenter, Amy?
In my section, I would like to talk about how can we effectively use AI, well, so actually Copilot in data analysis when we use Excel. So previously, as like a student, there are multiple challenges that I have encountered when I'm trying to use Excel and identify a big set of data. For example, there will be some graphical issues. For example, if I want to generate certain kinds of graph, then I have to went on Google to search it. How can I make it like the ideal one that I want? In the correlation or like the data trend of the data, because there are too many rows, like thousands of rows, I cannot screen through all the data at once. So it's quite troublesome for me. At the same time, there might be some visualizing challenges and some issues in terms of interpreting the results, such as if you have to find the correlation, you have to type another formula, you have to type the average formula, such and such. So how can we use AI and Excel to get more insight or actually save more time to do the calculation? So Copilot, it's already installed inside Excel. So on the right-hand side of the Excel, you can see the Copilot logo. And by clicking on that, it will pump up a little, so basically inside the Excel, there will be a Copilot. So by clicking on the icon of the Copilot, then there will be a little um, chat box on the right-hand side of the screen. So So to start to use the Copilot AI, please just turn on the autosave before using it. So, and also you have to ensure because you're trying to analyze a lot of data at once by using Copilot. So your data have to be in the table format. And by clicking the Copilot logo, you can start telling what kind of results that you want from the Copilot AI. So you type your prompt directly at the right panel. So let's take an example using the Hong Kong drivers data. So we want to find out more data insight, for example, from the age group, from the brand distribution of different age group, or the average expenses, or if there have any kinds of patterns from these kind of data. So here will be a little demo for that. So from the video, you can see that we can get a lot of kinds of insights or data analysis that usually we do by human by just typing a very simple prompt in the Copilot chat. And if you want, like, if the AI did not give us a desired result, you can just ask I want more insights on certain kinds of things. So therefore, it is very important to write an effective prompt. So basically, you have to include your ideas, your expected results more clearly, such as why do you need it or what do you want the AI to generate. And in the Excel, you have to highlight the sources for the AI to analyze. And so here is an example for the effective prompt. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Denise. Major is computer. Thank you for joining today's session. And in the next 15 minutes, I will talk about what is Copilot and why it matters in your professional life, and especially responsible AI principles to ensure ethical and safe usage. So let's start with what is Copilot. Actually, I think most of us already know, but Copilot is an AI-powered assistant integrated into Microsoft 365. So you can think of it as your smart collaborator. It's always ready to help you draft, analyze, and organize information. So your productivity by reducing repetitive tasks. It can streamline workloads so you can focus on what really matters, and it can automate routine tasks like summarizing notes or generating reports. In short, Copilot, it's not just a chatbot. You can use it in different apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Teams, as like other students already demonstrated it. So actually, Cindy already showed you how you can access Copilot, so you already have it. And this license includes Copilot, which you can use it for academic research and writing, collaboration, and data analysis and visualization. So academic research, it doesn't mean that you'll write your research fully by using AI. It just means that you can maybe edit it or summarize, and like we will talk about it later. So Copilot for texts like research, essays, and etc. You can create essay from prompts. It's not right, it's not correct to generate fully an essay by using AI. You can use AI just for helping you, like a tool, not for replacing you. So, and also you can refine the tone, clarity, and academic style. You can also condense long documents quickly, and at the end, you can compare AI generated content by side with your own work. So next one is Copilot for data analysis and visualization. You can analyze survey results and generate insights instantly. You can create charts and visualizations from raw data. And also you can spot trends and outliers in large datasets. So Copilot, Amy also showed, you can either use Copilot directly from the Excel itself, for example, or you can just access Copilot and then ask something about datasets so that like it can generate from raw data and it can generate some and etc. And I think one of our favorite parts is team project coordination. All of us have a lot of group project presentations and stuff, and Copilot is really useful for summarizing meeting notes and action items. It can draft status updates and progress reports, or you can organize email threads into like digestible summaries, and you can generate slides content from your research notes, and you can also create like speaker notes automatically. Like let's say you have a group project, you can use Copilot for let's say generating scripts for each member in your group for your presentation. And also, I want to mention creating AI images, as other students already demonstrated it and already talked about it. I'll not talk about like very long. So here I tried creating an image that describes an astronaut on the moon, and Copilot just created it. You can add else, maybe you can make it like cartoon style or add details to the image. So here I also included, like I mentioned that you can either use Excel, like Word or PowerPoint, and then you can integrate Copilot, or either you can directly access Copilot and here you can create that document. Responsible AI and key principles. So now here is the most important part, using Copilot responsibly. Artificial intelligence is powerful, but of course it comes with responsibilities. So I want to emphasize 3 key principles. First, transparency. Always disclose when AI assists your work. And accountability, review and verify all outputs before submission. And privacy, never share confidential data with Copilot. Like remember that Copilot and other AIs as well, they are just not a replacement. Okay. So you can use drafting or editing, formatting, but not for writing complete essays or doing your like intellectual work for you. And also, you need to keep in mind that AI can hallucinate. It means that it can just generate plausible information. Like, you can say AI that, oh, I think maybe this one is true. It tends to agree with you and it tries to generate like plausible information, but it can be false. So you need to check it. The second one is always fact check the citation and statistics. Maybe it can give you some false numbers and statistics. The other one is cross-reference data from authoritative sources and use Copilot as a starting point, not the final answer. So it means that you can use Copilot, like for example, for drafting, but after it, you need check the sources, statistics, all information, and then you create your final project. So there are things that you shouldn't share, you mustn't share with Copilot, and there are personal data, passwords, student IDs, classmate or staff information, or like confidential research or institutional data. So these are private, like confidential things that you mustn't share with Copilot. And here is when you shouldn't use Copilot. It's when you haven't done the core intellectual work. It means that you just ask Copilot starting, let's say for your group project, start doing everything like from scratch, from blank page. You should have your own ideas, your like some intellectual work on it yourself. And for your thesis research direction or framework, and for conclusions that require your unique analysis, because Copilot can give you more general, let's say, analysis. And also check your instructor and course requirements first. Maybe they do not allow using AI at all. Or some courses, they allow you using AI, but then they require you adding the tools that you used, where you used AI. You need to maybe adding screenshots of your chat with AI and stuff. So you need to check all of these. And so for conclusion, you need to know that Microsoft Copilot 365 is a powerful assistant that can save your time, improve your work, and help you focus on what matters most. But with great power comes great responsibility. So always verify, disclose, and protect your data. So thank you for joining, and thank you for your attention. Here, like, my presentation ends.
Thanks, Denise. I would like to mention we have a special guest in this room today, Carly from Microsoft. So if you have any questions, like for the Microsoft AI Student Ambassador Program or the usage of Microsoft Copilot or Copilot Chat with Microsoft Suite, if you have any question on this usage, feel free to drop your question in the Q&A box. And next, may I invite Alessandra to present? Thank you.
Imagine this. It's 2 weeks before your final exam. You open your course folder in Moodle, and there's nothing. No past papers, no practice questions, just a mountain of lecture slides staring back at you. Well, sound familiar? Well, I hope not, because if it did happen to you, then I feel so sorry for you. Even if it did, not to worry, because today I'm going to get you through, get you through it if it happens again. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm a first year computer science at HKU, and today I'm here to help you ace your exam despite the limited resources. So, what really happened to me was that there were no past papers, only limited practice questions, and I'm sure my fellow computer science freshmen would relate because let me repaint the picture for you. So, you log into Moodle, click on your course folder, and basically they're just instructions of the quiz, right? No past papers whatsoever. And I'm not exaggerating, it really did happen to me. And you're thinking, how on earth am I supposed to prepare for this, right? And at this point, you have two options, cry or cry harder. But seriously, this is the reality for many courses that there are limited resources, of course, in some courses, right? And I've been there. It's brutal. So what to do then? Most people would probably panic, right? Or stress, even cry or surrender. Or perhaps some might try to memorize every single slide and hope for the best. They're just trying to learn all of the materials and the lecture slides. But let's be real, if you have like thousands of slides and you only have like a night to revise all of them, you'd probably wouldn't be able to finish it, right? So here's the good news. There's a better way, and that way is to utilize AI. And to give you a sense of how powerful AI is, I even drafted some of my material in my workshop here using AI. Like after I created the main ideas of my workshop. And it's just so powerful and useful if you can utilize it wisely. Like there are many features that my colleagues have talked earlier. And nowadays, well, at least I, sometimes cannot even differentiate between AI generated contents and real ones. Um, as you can see from my screen share, here's a picture of leading leaders of leading tech industries, Elon Musk, Jensen Huang, Mark Zuckerberg, Tim Cook, and this image is AI generated, and it looks so real and so realistic. So yeah, this is just to give you a sense of how powerful AI is if you utilize it wisely. And back to the topic that I was discussing before, how to utilize AI to to sort of prepare for your exam, right? And of course, every one of us, especially here, must have used an AI, right? And during our lives. And so this workshop is ultimately to share of how to maximize the usage of AI, how to properly use it, so then we can get the maximal output from it, the best output that we could possibly get from AI. And so I divide the method here in three ways. That is to collect, generate, and practice. So let's dive into one of them by one. First, collect, right? So it's simple. The first step is to collect everything you can from slides, yeah, from slides, notes, sample questions. AI needs content just like we do. So if we collect all of the materials, all of the contents, then we can give AI some context, which lead us to the second one, which is the where basically where the magic happens, right? It is to generate. So we can ask AI to create a mock exam tailored to our course. Because in my own experience, these mock exam helped me through a lot of exams. Although I'm just a first year, I've been through several exams. I had like four midterms and a few exams outside midterm. And doing the mock exam helped me a lot and give me like a sense of what the exam would be. And most of the time, even some of the questions, they're not similar, but they have like the similar type of questions. Like they're not exactly the same, but the type of questions and the difficulty are sort of similar to the real ones. So let's dive into these numbers one by one. First, we have to define the subject and scope. This is the foundation, sort of, because um, by subject and scope, I mean we have to tell AI about what the exam is about, like the subject of the exam, of course, and how broad it should be. Because without clear scope, AI might give you mock exam which include irrelevant topics or even miss the key areas that are going to be in the exams. Then, don't forget to specify the format. Decide the structure of your mock exam. That is basically the meaning of format, right? For example, oh, your professor has told you that there will be multiple choices questions, short answer, essay, or something like that, right? So you have to specify the format. For example, 15 multiple choices questions and 5 short answer questions. This matter a lot because format determines how you're going to practice, right? And it's going to show you like how you would allocate your time in real exam and stuff like that. Third one is to set the difficulty level, right? So um, this is important so that you could actually progress in your learning. Um, for example, indicate whether you want it to be easy, moderate, or challenging questions. In my own experience, when I used this method during my last computer coding quiz, computer class quiz, I asked for a moderate, so like a normal difficulty level. Then my second attempt, I asked for more tricky questions. So then I utilized AI two times. And why did I do this? So that I could progress in my learning. So first I grasped the basically the core of the materials, and then I could actually learn through the tricky questions and like test myself whether I'm able to answer the tricky questions or if my understanding of the core ideas are still incomplete. Then I have to include constraints. We have to include constraints at any rules or limitations. For example, um, the this mock exam, I don't want it to have any trick questions. Or each MCQ should have at least four options. Or set a mock exam with time limit of 90 minutes. These constraints can make the mock exam as realistic as possible with the exam that you are going to face, which I think is pretty useful. Sorry. And then the last would be add extra requirement. And add extra requirement is to give me a sec, is to enhance the quality by specifying additional needs. For example, provide explanations for each answer, right? These matter because these extra requirements is a basic, will turn a basic mock exam to a powerful learning tool. Like, if they just give you questions and only like the answer key, for example, A, B, C, D, and you don't know why the answer is A, why the answer is B, then it's nothing different than just Google like some random questions and the answers on it. We have to utilize the AI to give us all the explanations also. And here is I would say one of the example of the prompt of the I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's ideal prompt. So create a mock exam for an introductory Python course. The exam should include 15 multiple choice questions and 5 short answer questions. Topics include variables, data types, loops, functions, and basic error handling. And yeah, basically, as you can tell here, it includes the extra requirements on the ending sentences, difficulty level, format, subject, and scope, and also constraints, which I explained earlier is ideal. And maybe some of you might ask how to even make it more ideal. Well, it is to add a role-based prompting. This is one of the example. So basically, when role-based prompting is one of prompting method. When you ask AI to sort of you give a role to AI, right? For example, here, you ask AI to be an English teacher with or an English writer with similar style to Shakespeare, and it'll give you output like what Shakespeare supposedly give you. Um, and this is the most ideal prompting that I could think of. So you give the role, give the goal and task, and the task have to include the constraint, subject, scope, and stuff that I've explained earlier. And the last, of course, is to practice. So after you get the after the AI output the mock exam, of course, just try to grind the mock exam, and well, then you can hope for the best. And now I'll show you the demonstration of what I'm talking about. Let me change. Okay. Is it visible now that I'm changing my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I've tried to give a real example here. So this is the instruction that the professor gave to me during my last exam. And this is my prompt, role, goal, task. Um, and yeah, this is the extra requirements. And then this is the result. Yeah. This is the instructions, basically what the professor has told us like what the exam would look like. And then there are 3 parts. Wait, several parts I forgot. And for example, part A, multiple choice questions. And as you can see here, it is very useful because there are like the format is really what the exam would be. There's correct answer and also the explanation for each of it. So you can actually grind. And then say that if you're still confused about, oh, why is it this way? Why is it that way? You can just ask the AI for an explanation. For example, what is the correct answer for number 15? Is not C. Hmm. Is the syntax or is the option wait, does the option C use a wrong syntax? Then yeah, AI will help you to explain it during its with its capability, which I think is pretty useful. That's sort of the demonstration. And Yeah, thank you so much for listening to me. And here's my socials if you want to connect. And if you have any questions, feel free to to send your questions in the chat or just ask it at the end of this workshop. Thank you.
Okay, so first do the introduction for myself. I'm currently a year three student studying fintech. And what I'm going to share today is how we can use the M365 Copilot to do a project presentation. So first, let's see today's agenda. And as you can see, first I will introduce about what is the M365 Copilot, and then share about the usual project presentation flow, and sharing how we can use the M365 Copilot in different sections in our project, and with some video demo. So first, what is M365 Copilot? So I believe some of you may use the Copilot before, but you can log into your Copilot again to see if it is same as this web page, how it look like. If yes, so you have used the correct one, because actually we have two Copilot and the one called with the first one only called Copilot and the second one called M365 Copilot. And the M365 Copilot actually have a stronger power and also better data protection for the things you provided to the AI. And another advantage of using this Copilot is that because it's also made by Microsoft as other app like Outlook, PowerPoint, Excel, and Word, so you can directly French this document into the AI chatbot, and it can help you process the data smoothly. So now let's see the project presentation flow. So as usual, what we do is first doing the research, data research, like collecting some data or reading some paper, and then do some discussion with your teammates, and then validate your finding and formulate the conclusion, and finally do the result presentation if needed. So in the research stage, as what we can do with other AI, we can ask the M365 Copilot check to extract, gathering information, explore related topic, and organize findings for your topics as what other AI can do. But what is special for this M365 Copilot is that it can not only provide text response, instead it can also provide visualized data, as you can see in this photo. When you ask for the first 20 numbers in the Fibonacci sequence, it will, instead of just providing you the text response, it will also build a graph for you to show you how the curve is changing to help you better understanding the knowledge. And now let's see a video demo to see how we can use it in the data research stage. So as what you can see in this video, we can put those Excel data file into the into the Copilot chat and ask it to help you processing the data. And second, let's come to the stage on how we can use it in the discussion or meetings. So besides of using the Copilot directly, I will recommend another tools for you guys. The first is the Outlook, which you can it can help you summarize the email conversation and also create a checklist for the project. And the second is called Azure. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it before. It has two services, which I think is very powerful. And the first one is called the speech service, which you can provide it provides some speech to text function for your recorded meetings. And the second one is called Video Indexer, which it can help you summarize and create some meeting notes. And I will also show some demonstration later on. But first, we can see a demo on how we can use the Copilot in Outlook first. So as you can see here, the Copilot can not only help you summarize the email content, but it can also help you to write the email responding to the email that you are looking at, which is very powerful. And now I will also introduce the Azure Video Indexer. So this is how it looks like, and you can see it by searching the name in Google. And when you upload a video inside, you can, and after it's processing the data, you can see this web page with the left hand side having the video you upload and the right hand side some analyze on it. And so what analyze did you can see it here. And the first one is some scenes analyze, which first give you different scenes that help you understand the structure of the video content. And the second is the short, which is inside the scene to give you more precise content search, and also some keyframes maybe by analyzing different video recording angles. And secondly, for the it can also show you the people in the scenes appeared, which is it's also gives you some analysis of the role of the character and the appear percentage in the video to show you how important this character would be. And then it will also give you some biography of the character to help you understand what did it or she did in the film. And also some at the bottom of the photo, you can also see some observed people, which maybe just appeared in very short time, but you can still able to recognize them. And then for the it will also shows the topics of the video, and at the bottom you can see a line that being black in color and some gray in color. So the areas that are highlighted in black is the areas that related to that topic. And by clicking the different topics on the top, you can search it directly and fastly. And this is some more details things like the keywords and labels mentioned in the video, and same as what you can do in the topic search. You can also click those highlighted in black to search the related content inside. And last but not least, there is also the closure stage, because after you do an analyze or do a research on the topic, you also need to do a conclusion, right? So you can doing it by fetching documents from Word and data from Excel and giving it directly to Copilot. And then it will help you to combining those insights and help you build a brief report structure. And you just need to make it more detailed, and then you can submit your work to the professor. And we can also see a demo to see how we can fetch data in the Copilot chat. So as you can see here, it's already provide a very detailed report with the data you provide to it, and also some recommendations for the final project. And last but not least, some of the project may also require you to do a result presentation. So actually, it can also done by Copilot by using some by doing some slide content generation, and let's see a demo of how it works. Actually, I just give additional order to tell the Copilot, please help me generate the PowerPoint slides for the report I did previously. And then, as you can see in this video, it will have a area that shows download FinTech presentation. And if you click into it, you can directly download the PowerPoint slides. And this is how the presentation slides look like. And I think this is very good because it has shown some summary, and also with some slides providing the topics of the content that you are going to talking about later, and also provide some data in the pages. So if you want to further improve it, how you can do it is to providing some prompts to the AI if you don't like the style of the PPT, like asking it to change the color or change the style of the presentation. But actually you are satisfied for the PowerPoint and would like to do some minor changes, I would suggest you to using the Copilot chat in the PowerPoint response to doing for example, in this photo, you can see you can ask the Copilot to help you generate some photos, and then you can replace the photos generated with the one appeared in the cover page. And also it can help you to structure your content in a better way. And by doing so, you can also finish your PowerPoint presentation very easily. And I think this is pretty much the flow how you can use the Copilot chat in your project presentation. And I think actually it's very useful and can help you saving pretty much of the time. And that's what I want to share today. And if you have any question, you can also show it in the comment. And thank you.